by far one of the most tangible pieces of advice for YouTubers, podcasters, creators in general online. If you can be fast,
yes,
you will get good eventually.
Yep.
If you're just good and you're not fast, you're dead in the water. It's gonna be very difficult for you to get into a groove and a rhythm, but once you get flow.
Ruslan.
Casey Neistat highlighted Elon Musk's 6 rules for Tesla's employees, and this has by far one of the most tangible pieces of advice for YouTubers, podcasters, creators in general online that you can take something from this and instantly implement it. It's something we talk about it, but maybe you'll hear it and it'll hit you different because it's Elon Musk and Casey Neistat and they got more clout.
Elon reportedly sent this mail to Tesla employees, to which Elon responded, "Correct. Good thread." I thought I would memorialize the content of that thread here in a video titled Elon Musk's 6 Rules for Tesla Employees. Number 1, avoid large meetings. Large meetings waste valuable time and energy. They discourage debate, people are more guarded than open, and there's not enough time for everyone to contribute. Don't schedule large meetings unless you are certain they provide value to everyone.
We don't have meetings.
We don't have meetings.
I don't think we've ever had a meeting.
You know, we have walks.
Yep, we walk and we just...
You get some fresh air,
Yep.
and you stretch your legs, and we'll meet.
Yep.
I think sometimes meetings, the word meetings is horrible, especially if you're trying to put them in a
Worst part about working any job, worst part about working at a church.
Yes. You're so
All staff meetings, bro.
waste of time.
Complete, utter waste of time.
Bro, I worked for a influencer, and we had every Monday meetings at 1 p.m. and and we would just recap the content that needed to be edited. But everyone was on the call, probably like 10 people on the call, and I only needed to be on that call for probably the first 10 minutes every single time. Bro, I kid you not, first 10 minutes, and the call would be 45 minutes to an hour.
Wow.
And I'm sitting there with the mic muted. Yep. I'm like doing my other stuff. Eventually, I worked out to being like, all right, I'm gonna head out.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone. Like, bye, Zach.
Yeah.
I was like, say bye.
This isn't even the big idea. There's a more tangible point, but just probably
bear with us.
Further along. If you're in the journey of trying to build a team, further along, don't do meetings. Keep going.
Leave a meeting if you're not contributing. If a meeting doesn't require your input, value, or decisions, then your presence is useless.
That's amazing.
So good, bro.
Your presence is useless.
Yep, it is.
It's not rude to leave a meeting, but it is rude to waste people's time. 3,
That's a bar.
forget the chain of command. Communicate with colleagues directly, not through supervisors or managers. Fast communicators make fast decisions, and fast decisions equal a competitive advantage.
That's good, man.
That's a bar.
Fast communicators make fast decisions, and fast decisions create a competitive advantage. If you are looking to get into the content space and you know what you're talking about, you've taken our niche training, which if you haven't, you should absolutely take the free niche training. It's at mastermyniche.com. Yep. But if you have that sorted out, which some people may not, it may take them a while to sort that out. But if you have that sorted out, guys, the name of the game in 2023 and beyond for any type of content creation is fast, speed, urgency. If you can be fast,
yes,
you will get good eventually.
Yep.
If you're just good and you're not fast, you're dead in the water. You're dead in the water. It's just going to take longer to get something off the ground. It's going to take longer to get your page monetized. It's going to take longer for you to figure out how and what your voice is, your editing flow, all these things.
Yep.
Get fast because fast is a competitive advantage.
Yeah. I think on top of that, like, I mean, we put out a lot of videos every day. We do a main, a stream on the main channel. Mm-hmm. We do 2 to 3 uploads on the Blessed God Studios channel. It's the second channel. Mm-hmm. And then we try to get 1 video up every day on Master YouTube Live. So that's 4 to 5 uploads every single day.
I feel like now you're talking like Gary Vee, like you got to put out 87 pieces of content a day.
But here's the competitive advantage. It's not even about the amount of putting out.
Yeah.
It's the fact that we have non-negotiables.
Yes.
And this is all you. This is like you have non-negotiables. Yep. And you know other creators too that go like, oh, like I didn't have an idea. I don't know what it is.
Yep, we just spoke to one today.
Yeah, and they're chilling. They're doing great. They have these booming channels, but the competitive advantage that we have, that you have, is that you have a non-negotiable. And I go, what are we going to stream about? And sometimes at 10:30 a.m. we don't know what we're going to stream about. At 3:30, and then at 2:30 we find out.
Yeah. I was going to say, sometimes at 3 o'clock we don't know what the video is.
And so I think it's not about the fact that we upload 5 videos a day, but I genuinely feel like 3 uploads a week should be a non-negotiable, regardless of whether you feel like you have topics or not. And I feel like that's your competitive advantage. You didn't make a decision to commit to 3 uploads a week.
I say
maybe
5.
5.
I say 5.
That's
I say one a day, one every day.
One every work day.
Yep.
So I totally agree. I just know that everyone's decision is going to look differently, and 3 is better than 1 and 2. But I think that's huge.
Yep.
I think making the decision to have the competitive advantage and to have speed.
Yes.
And honestly, this video from Casey Neistat, even in and of itself, is 3 minutes and 14 seconds.
Oh, that's a short video.
It's a short video, so he made a decision. I'm gonna put it out, and I think he also communicated that in the style of the video too, right? But he's not making vlogs.
Yeah. He stopped making vlogs.
I mean, he'll ride around New York a little bit and do stuff, but he's not like, let me find the story in the day.
Because what happened to Casey?
Yeah,
He burnt out.
burnt out.
This man burnt out and left New York
He left like
for
the place
years.
Yes.
For years, because he was Mr. Artsy Fartsy. I got to pull the story out of every single day. I got to be quirky with the right.
Yeah.
And what happened?
I need my graffiti markers.
I need my graffiti markers. I need my glasses. Right.
Yeah.
And what happened? He left New York, went to LA and surfed for 2 years. Barely made any videos when he was in LA.
Yep.
And then was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go back. Had he paced himself,
Yep.
I think he would have been in a better spot.
And even, I mean, he completely changed YouTube for that time.
Yep.
But it just goes to show nowadays, even Casey's making sit down and talk to the camera videos.
Yes.
4, be clear, not clever. Avoid nonsense words and technical jargon. It slows down communication.
Yep.
Choose words that are concise,
That's
to the
good.
point, and easy to understand. Don't try to sound smart. Be efficient.
Woo!
5, ditch frequent meetings. There is no better way to waste everyone's time than frequent meetings.
I
Use
love it.
meetings to collaborate, attack issues head on, and to solve urgent problems. But once you resolve the issue, frequent meetings are no longer necessary, and you can resolve most issues without a meeting at all. Instead of a meeting, send a text, send an email, or communicate on a Discord or Slack channel.
That's good.
Don't interrupt your team's workflow unless it's absolutely necessary.
That bit about workflow is huge.
Yeah.
If you haven't looked at flow, and I think we talk about this in a master YouTube class, flow is the unlock to everything, right? Because if you don't have flow, it's going to be very difficult for you to get into a groove and a rhythm. But once you get flow, everything shuts down and you can just lock in.
The whole, your whole system of how you got started on YouTube and what's taught in the Master YouTube Live course too, is flow.
Yep.
Like that's the key cornerstone behind everything.
Right.
Which is like, how are your cameras set up? How is your microphone set up? How are you going to get everything going within 60 seconds of you walking into your shooting space?
Yes.
And if you don't have that, you're not going to be sustainable.
Yes.
And it's like the anti-vlog YouTube model, right?
Yeah.
And it's that flow workspace. And now as we grow, we just emulate that to multiple levels.
Correct.
We did the same thing with this second set here. We're doing the same thing with our editing workflow with Chris, our new team member. And it's like creating a system to where we can move as fast as possible.
Yep.
And flow is huge because even with Chris, we're figuring out like, okay, does he start in this editor, put captions on here? And a lot of the trial and error, once we figured out that flow, we literally doubled our output in one day of Chris editing. And now we're like flowing and we're able to put out as many videos. But without that, it's like you commit to that troubleshooting in the beginning and then you're like not disrupting your flow.
Yeah, flow is huge. Keep going.
Use common sense. If a company rule doesn't make sense, contribute to progress, or apply to your specific situation, then avoid that rule altogether.
That's amazing.
In general, don't follow rules, follow principles.
Come on. Casey he's doing a couple things here, right? One, he's not making a film.
Yeah.
This is the guy that like changed YouTube.
Yeah.
2, this is an original content.
Yeah. It's almost like a reaction video.
It's curation /reaction.
Yeah.
3, he's leaning into someone else's authority. So those are real simple things. Like, I don't know what I want to talk about. What am I going to talk about? Like, okay,
Yeah, no, that's
find
huge.
something that someone else is talking about that's in your niche.
Yep.
Lean into their authority. You don't have to create from scratch.
Yep.
You can do a curation / reaction video, and you could make it fast and to the point. How many views does that got?
This is at 1.5 million views in 9 days.
1.5 million views in 9 days. That's a great video. I think.
Yeah.
You know, unless you're like Mr. Beast on any measurable metric, that's a great video. And so Casey, who's I think like hurt a lot of guys earlier on in YouTube that were getting on his platform, is literally shifting his format.
Wait, what do you mean he hurt a lot of guys?
Like, I think guys still are influenced by him and want to make theater, right, with DSLRs, and they're crippled because they want to have this fancy production, instead of looking at what is he doing now. And in a video like this, where he's tweaking his own system in real time.
Yeah. The trippy part about Casey is that everyone thought like his big competitive advantage was the quality and the filmmaking when it was really the storytelling.
It was the storytelling. It was the ideas and the authority he had.
And the quality wasn't crazy. He was on a 7D or a 70D. He was on the flip out, one of the consumer level Canons.
Yep.
And then people took it to another level. I need to shoot on my 1D Mark III or whatever. I need to shoot on all these crazy cameras. I need C-Log. I need to have an amazing color grade. And you get all the filmmakers that pop out, but even those guys are slowing down massively.
Yes.
And even Casey, to his credit, has been very consistent with the level of quality. Like, he barely changes his camera. His camera is just the same thing he had before, maybe the newer version of it.
Yep. And so in all of it, you guys got to find a system that works. It has to be refined. It has to get you to flow. It has to get you to creating as quickly as possible, because all of these are going to be barriers.
Yeah.
Right? Even in, like how we're making this video
Unless you're
right now.
unemployed full time.
Unless you're unemployed full time or you're a trust fund baby. And then at that point, I would question like if you even have the fire in you to make something happen.
Yes.
That's a whole nother conversation. But even in the way this video is being made right now, we could plug in a memory card and probably get a crisper image.
Yes.
But we're not. And all of this is going to a video switcher, a Rodecaster Pro. I'm controlling it on my Stream Deck. I'm cutting in real time. And so the quality is suffering. Yep. There's stuff we look at this shot and we're like, the blacks look weird.
We have a color grade on this.
We have a color grade on this. And so even in the way we've made this video right now, we made it faster so that it can get to the people. Ultimately, that's the W. Though, as artists and creatives, we would like it to be a bit crisper.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make that much of a difference.
And that's not even the flex.
To justify the camera, pulling it out, putting it in the final cut, taking it, lining up the audio, lining up the video, doing the cuts. This is way easier and faster, and the information still gets out there. Thanks for watching this. If you have comments, questions, or requests for specific videos that are problems for you that we can help solve and alleviate some of those pain points, let us know in the comments section. All right? Peace. Hey, if you want to successfully start your YouTube channel, I'm running a free 2-day challenge for you. During these 2 days, I'll be pulling back the curtain on some of the particulars of what it took to grow my main channel to over 240,000 subscribers and laying out a blueprint of how you can do something similar. And to prove that this isn't some dated strategy that I only used on my main channel, I'll also explain how I did it for my second channel in the last few months, growing it to over 50,000 subscribers and having it generate about $5,000 a month on average. I know there's a whole lot going on around the holidays, you're busy, but if you want to approach your YouTube channel with a strategy and a system that's proven, sign up for this free 2-day challenge below. You can sign up by clicking the link in the description or the pinned comment below.